So what do we need to do? We need to put the date, which is 10/30/2024. Today is Wednesday. It's 3:30 p.m. And we're going to do AI projects. Edit, copy, file, save as, and log, save. Got that. Ready to go. It's perfect. Might as well also look at courses here. Should I get one in? Let's go 1, great. 6, 8, perfect. Make this and let's go back. Perfect. More perfect design. 70, 60. Okay. Does everyone hear me? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Good. You know, if I have internet issues, you'll still be on. And you're with us here, Daniel, that you can do it. It's already, Sebastian, you already put your link on. How'd it go? Okay. Get everybody, give them a minute for everyone. Welcome to everyone, and give a minute for everyone to get on. Daniel, do I need to make any special announcements?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so we're set. We just have to go through. Basically, this week is November. So we basically have 4 weeks. So it'll be jam-packed, but it'll be fun. It's the way we learn the best, is by doing, right? So far. Okay, everybody hopefully will get their cameras up and running. And we can start. And Nikita, you want to have your camera be in the middle there? Okay, and Jake, the same thing. So we all look good, ready to record. So I have a number of people that their cameras are not on. I don't know why. Okay, welcome everyone. We're here to talk about artificial intelligence today. We'll be looking at our projects. I'll be giving you further guidelines and feedback. What I expect is each group to do the assignment each week, and we'll focus in on groups. You be prepared each week to present what you have. I'll use certain groups to be our guide. So let me just set up my recording. I'm recording to the cloud. I'm going live on YouTube. Getting into my account. Getting into It Is Training YouTube. I'm going public from Zoom to YouTube with their API, their application interface, so that I don't have to leave Zoom. And that will be set up. And I have the URL for everyone. And even the university, since we're using the enterprise version, the university has their watermark on it as well. Perfect. Excuse me. Okay.
Choose with that.
Okay.
Voice that, I suppose.
Do you hear me now?
Professor.
Do you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Questions before we begin. Let's have a couple of people then moderate the chat. Do I have volunteers for today? Any volunteers to moderate the chat?
I can.
Okay. So Nikita and Dalton will be our two moderators for our chat. If you have questions, let me know. And also, Daniel, you let me know if there's any issues coming your way as well. Okay, so let me share my screen. Sharing my screen here. We'll go to what's due as we always do. So let's look at what's due for today. Today you should have completed part 2 of your final project. A few minutes before class, I noticed there were a couple of groups that have already published their URL. We'll look at those. Others should be completing that. We'll see what the problem is. Your readings in artificial intelligence, adaptive assignments. It seemed like there were some problems with Wiley's server this week. Sometimes it gives you this like face with hands up that doesn't give much of a description. They need AI to tell you what's the problem, but usually you can think about it as using Chrome, clearing out all your cookies and trying again. So if you're having issues, try again. It should be working as of today, and yesterday seemed to be working. Any questions on the Wiley assignments? Otherwise, stay with me afterwards. So we'll go, today I want to go through our assignments and our upgrades. Also, as I mentioned before, you have readings, additional readings on artificial intelligence, talking about the differences between machine learning and AI, and generative AI, and also generative AI in detail, this article. So we have those articles that we need to go over. Again, let me make it clear that in terms of dates, everybody put it in. In terms of dates, today is the 30th. On the 18th, so that's basically in 2.5 weeks, on the 18th, we will have our second exam. Daniel, our second exam will cover TG3, which is the cloud computing, and also AI, plus another 2 chapters, which are, what was it, chapter 10, and what was the other one, Daniel? I believe.
There's one more chapter after this.
Yeah. And can you do me a favor, Daniel, and please make available chapters 4 and 5 from our previous exams. Make the quizzes available from 4 and 5.
Okay.
And also the reading. So thinking about it, we'll review some of the questions from chapter 4 and 5 will be covered in the second exam because I think it's very important. We'll need to cover databases because data is going to be very important for artificial intelligence. When we're looking at patterns, we look at big data, that's going to be important. Also, security is going to be important. Think about it. Now that we have all these deep fakes, we're going to be using, what are people afraid of? Is they're going to be able to clone me? And do we really know who that person is? Even cloning your voices can be done. So we want to be sure that we think about security. So chapter 4 and 5 will be included in the test along with the new material that we have. But it will cover those chapters. Any questions before we begin?
Can you repeat the chapters, please?
So it's going to be TG3, which is cloud computing. It will also be chapter 14 and also chapter 4 and 5 for the previous chapters up to now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? Then you can unmic yourself if you'd like. Thank you, Clark. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to do, since I want to make sure that everybody realizes it, on the November 18th, we have an exam. On the 25th of November, we're going to have class. And during that class, we'll probably cover your projects, see if there's any issues. That week is Thanksgiving week. And on the 2nd, you will be presenting in class your group projects. When the final exam is scheduled, that's when your final project is due, uploaded. So the time of the exam will be the time that you will upload. You have till you upload your project. On the December 2nd, I will give you feedback, immediate feedback about your project of what I think needs to do, any types of corrections or enhancements I think you need to do for your exam, for your projects. Any questions? Okay. So let's go to, let me just see. Let's go to the audit area. Everybody go to your audit area on your final group projects. And did you put on the original one, did you put what was due for next time? Is that posted, Daniel? For next week? Maybe let's, complete project 4, that's under the group assignment, so the assignment instructions, right? So this you should have done, right? Become competent and explore, right, of your continuation, your upgrade site. This is part 3.
Yeah.
Let me just go over this a moment, that people know what's in addition. So what we found last time, and thank you, Clark, for pointing that out when we had the Wix representative, is they changed Wix for the free version only to have yourself and one collaborator. So in order to do the group project, you need to upgrade your Wix website. We have put in the code for your Wix website in order to get your business plan, and use that guide provided in the PowerPoint documents section of Blackboard. Use the code that's provided. Invite your team members if you haven't already. And when you're going to be using AI in your website, for instance, for your graphics, I would like you to give credit with a small disclaimer, and I don't even know if it's a disclaimer, but rather it's generated by what product. I think it is good practice anyways, but I think it's great for your Gen AI consulting that you can show others what they can do with Gen AI. You'll need to show then your AI tools page, where you'll then show apps, and in these apps you'll do suggestive apps and show a scenario where your sector would really be enhanced. So if you're in the financial sector or the real estate sector, or you're for education for students, give a scenario of how they could use those apps. So include a demo showing each of the group for the project, and make sure you can introduce yourself at the beginning and make the video short. You could even do a number of different, even take the same app and maybe do part 1, part 2, part 3, and make it short. Here we're saying less than 5 minutes. I'd make it even a couple of minutes on each one, so you could then use it for your social media. You could reuse it for that place as well. You should explain generally how someone could use it and give the scenario there.
Well, Professor.
Yes.
Nikita said, should we put the disclaimer for the logo since that was made with AI?
Yes. That's the beauty, Dalton, right? Because guess what, Dalton? They can come back to you, and Nikita, they can come back to you and say, hey, that's great. Can you create that and show me how to create logos? So anything that you create, right, even in general, and some of the text is great. So it's almost I see it as an advertisement for you. You see that, Dalton? It can be almost an advertisement for that you have those skills. It's almost like you're showing off everything that you know in Gen AI, rather than, oh, this is just my own creations from scratch. What you need is the human intelligence to then see where it fits, to make the edits, of course, but it gets you up and running quickly. So it basically is, you're going to be teaching people, Dalton, how to use these Gen AI apps to help with their businesses. And they basically are having it as an assistant. You need a contact page, typically, basically giving how should they get in touch with you. Social media accounts. You should have social media so you can have different people in your group be responsible for different ones. I allow you to choose which ones you want. You can use X, you can use Instagram, TikTok, you can use LinkedIn, you decide which social media you're using, and you need to populate it. So it's not just one picture, a couple pictures. So you want to do it each week. You want to add to your social media accounts. you want to follow each other. And then we'll talk about next week, and we had discussed it before, is that in the marketing, there's something that you can go to for your website SEO, where you can follow the steps and you can be connected to do SEO. I suggest, of course, you do the SEO after you get your URL. Questions? So basically, each week we're going to add additions. I and Daniel will be looking at it, giving you feedback, because what I want is the time that you present, basically, I'd love to say, hey, that's perfect, let's go on and let's submit. And there'll just be a few little additions that you'll need to add, so we won't have to do that. We also will be having a guest speaker who has created a Gen AI app called FastBot, and he will be coming in, and we're going to have an academic partnership with him. It's the first time we're doing this. We'll see how it works, and he's going to allow us to be promoted to get their premier site free. So rather than paying, so we'll be able to use that, so it can train, that FastBot can train on your website. And it basically can answer a lot of your questions, so you could even use that. Everyone can use that as part of your consulting services. Questions? So do, in the moderation, in the chats, any other questions?
No, there's nothing else.
Perfect. So let's go to the groups. Let's see what people have done. So each group today was supposed to publish right here in their group, if they haven't, is their URL. I see group 7 and I see group 9. I see group 7 and 9, they have it, and in this case, they have it as the free site. Notice here it says wixsite.com. Here it also says wixsite.com. We know they haven't upgraded, because at this point, after we look at it, you want to upgrade to their business plan so you can get a URL, and it'll be much more.
Oh, I had a question about
Yes.
that. If you reload it, ours is on there now too.
Okay.
The free one. We tried to do the customized domain, and it would allow us like put in the card info and or like address info. And it said like unless we buy the confidential one, it'll all be posted on the website.
Repeat that again. That you tried to upgrade and wouldn't let you upgrade?
Yeah, it was like $15 to upgrade.
No, you shouldn't. Did you do the business? Did you put in the code?
Yeah, we're on the business plan, and like the code words originally.
What type of domain was it?
It was the custom domain, or
But you have to
Was it
check.
.com, .org?
I think it was
.com, I think.
yeah,
Some domains, it just doesn't
Yeah,
work.
but it shouldn't work. Let's look at that afterwards, and then you know what we should do, Daniel, as well, is publish Ellery's email. We can publish that out, that if there are questions, because we should be able to
Oh,
upgrade.
okay.
You understand? There may be a problem with the upgrade, so we'll have to try it. So let's try this, because that's going to be important to see what was the issue. I don't want anybody paying for that, Dalton. You understand? There shouldn't be. We're getting this as our academic partnership. We're getting the business plan, and we should be getting it. If it's .com, there shouldn't be a problem. And if there is, also go to support and also CC to Ellery. Can you just put that maybe in the chat and then post it? Did you put that in the chat of Ellery? I think it's Wix.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, so put it in the chat for everyone to do, and then also we'll add that. Thank you. That's what we need to do. So let me just try group 7. We'll see what that is. So let me just open in a new tab. We'll see what we got. Okay, so this is Johan Red. Okay. So is this it? This is all we did so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get the front page, just our team. This is your team page. It's a great space. Okay, so all you did right now was just put in your pictures. And these are not everybody in your team even, right? Just Johan and Red and Frank.
This is everyone in our team because we had to split up the project.
Oh, you are? Okay, so then take out.
We did the first proposal and then we didn't know how to get rid of the last.
Okay. We'll have to go in.
So that's like one of the
Oh, okay, so, and then we need to start, okay. And then what we need to do. And you know what I would even do in starting, even in upgrading or even starting again, is have it create for you using their AI wizard and answer the questions and see what they come up with, even when you're even doing the free one. So for the free one, what I would suggest people do is try with the free one, instead of creating your own template, ask it to use its AI and create it based on your answers that you give to their questions. Okay? And that can give you kind of a full, you can start off already with a full set. Okay? And the second one, let's open it in, let me open it in a new tab. Let's see this one. Okay, so welcome experience. Let's see this. Okay, experience AI excellence. Welcome to Client Com, where AI meets communication. So this one is Sebastian, and who else?
It's me also.
Okay, who's me?
Yeah, Luke.
Luke. Okay, Sebastian and Luke. Okay, great. So let's start with you. We got something to start off with, and then we can later upgrade. Is Client Com AI solution. Who is this for?
It's for wealth management firms.
Okay, so I would put that in right here. Client Com AI solutions for wealth managers. Is that it? Or I would add that. You understand? So right here, I know who it is. Experience AI excellence, right? Transforming your client interactions. What we do. That's nice. Enhance wealth management client engagement in the rapid landscape. Okay. AI, maybe we want to make this a little bit shorter so we just get the first sentence right there, right? AI solution for wealth manager transforming, good. And in this case, maximizing client communication with AI interactions. Our services, client sentiment training, personalized workshops about client comms. It's a good beginning as a solution, right? Testimonials. Our team. So at our team right here, everybody put that in, okay? They're good-looking guys, right? Besides that, then we got a CEO and CFO. What I would do then is I would put a description of what you guys do for the company and maybe your background. That I'm majoring in accounting. Luke, what's your major?
Finance.
Finance. You know, and this is what you want to do and how you're excited for this company, AI Solutions. I would change the addresses here, put in what you need then in the next part, put in some numbers, how they can contact you, but it's a good start. So what I think is important in this case, in the testimonials, I would like, and let's put this as a note for everyone, I want this to be real. So I don't want testimonials, but rather maybe what types of, give examples of what type of services that we can give you. Do you understand that, Luke?
Yes.
You understand why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we want to give real testimonials, so it's more like authentic.
Yeah, it's authentic. This is authentic. You have enough to contribute that we don't have to make up stuff. This is not make believe. There's enough hallucinations in AI people are concerned about, so we don't need to make it. So instead of the testimonials, I would put the services that we're giving. We'll help you with email, we'll help you reach out to your customers, we'll help you in Excel, whatever you're going to do, we'll help you get closer to your customer using AI. We'll help you even in doing some portfolio management with using AI. Whatever it is, client communications will help you with. We'll help you create a blog. We'll help you with social media. So I would take off everybody understand? I would take off the testimonials at that point and put, and in the services, client sentiment training, what I would do in the beginning is initial consultation free. Rather than payment here, I don't even know who you are. In the beginning here, I would then just do free services. And then what you could do is personalized communication work. Then you could also do, and we'll do that in the future, and you can even look it up, is even do like Zoom meetings. Have an initial conversation, and you can set up Zoom meetings. Zoom then, and get Zoom, let me just put this in my notes here. When you do Zoom conference, and you can even look it up, when you do Zoom conference with Wix, use your personal Zoom account, not the university. Because you'll need authority. So we'll be able to do that, and then you want to show apps that help your clients. So your clients are wealth managers, right? Luke?
Yes. Yeah.
So if they're wealth managers, show scenarios of apps that will help them with being wealth managers. And then you can tell them that we will guide you when there are new versions, we will guide you along the way. And you can even show them, for instance, after you finish your site, you can even show them Google Notebook LM, and then they could even use it for their site, for their materials. Have a podcast. So I would think about, the two of you think about 2 or 3 apps that you can get into that you want to highlight, that you can train them on. And then give their ideas that if they're interested in others, you'll help them as well. This is just an example of some of the ones we're showcasing, and then you can list other apps that you can teach them in the future. But everyone, let me just put that, everyone should give free consultations. Because again, you said it so clearly, Luke, is they need to do what? Trust you. And especially in AI, what's the key here? What's our problem is hallucinations, and we're basically lack of trust. So you want to show that authenticity. And what's nice here is later on you can come up with it. You and Sebastian can come up with it and actually give this service or show people that you can give this service. And what happens? Does this go anywhere, Sebastian? This wealth? Yeah, it goes to where? Okay. And how did you do this? How was this done?
No, that was made by AI tool.
Great. And you know what? I would put that in, made by which AI tool?
The AI tool when you're making the site, it's just
AI tool of Wix.
Yeah.
So I would put a note there, and then they can help in terms of writing a blog too. Isn't that fantastic? What you're doing, they can create for themselves. And then we'll edit it. Fantastic. So you used, in this case, you can use their AI tool. And then at this point, is this Facebook, X, and here this goes to, this is not logged in. Let me just see here. LinkedIn. Are these working? That's me, right?
Yeah, no, we have to still do that.
Okay. Perfect. So if these are and the ones that you don't want, just then take out. Perfect. So if you want, you can even make a LinkedIn of your, either show your LinkedIn of your actual LinkedIn, or make a new one, for your company. And then of course you need to change this, but and then what you need to do now, and then you have here the home. And what is this? Transforming your client interaction. What is this part? Do we know? Is this what?
Sure, click on it real quick.
I'm clicking. It's not going anywhere.
I tried linking it to go to our service page, and I guess.
Yeah. So if not, just take it out. You know what I mean? But welcome to client where AI meets communication, something like that. Experience AI excellence or something. But you know what? Right here, you got a lot of room here. What you're going to do for them? Experience AI.
You want the service to the person that's it?
Yeah, or just what am I getting here? We'll help you as get closer to your customers, or help you communicate with your clients by teaching you or incorporating. What do you want to do? You want to be helping them in what you're going to be doing right here. Something short and sweet of what you experience AI excellence. That doesn't say anything to me, right? Who doesn't want to experience AI? But basically, help you incorporate AI into your practice, or to get closer to your customer, get closer to, for wealth managers or something. That's the key. And basically and kind of give a scenario. And even this part, I think is good to give on about you, is a leading IT consulting firm dedicated to enhancing client through AI integration. I would take out leading and basically say, we're somehow involved with AI. We want to concentrate on wealth management, right? Clients, and helping wealth managers use AI to get closer to their clients or to be more efficient, to be more helpful, to save you time. And Yeomans can even ask a question. Are you bewildered on how do you incorporate AI into your practice? Something like that. Our tailored workshops, strategy sessions, and training leverage advanced AI tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, Monkey Learn. Are you going to be showing those? Are those the three you're going to be showing? Sebastian and Luke?
Yeah, those are our three tools.
Okay, to craft personal, we'll show you how. Something like that. We'll show you how to do it, and maybe even tools like maybe ChatGPT. People aren't even familiar with what I would say. What are they trying to solve? And then say example ChatGPT, Jasper, and Monkey Learn. Because I think somebody new to this wouldn't even know what Jasper is and what Monkey Learn is. Luke, do you know what Jasper and Monkey Learn is before you started this website? Luke.
Oh, no, I've not heard of it.
Right. So most people haven't heard of it. So tell basically what are you going to try to solve, what problem are you going to try to solve, and we'll show you, for example, using these products. Because you're thinking about a wealth manager. Let's say you're going to talk to a wealth manager age 50, right? He doesn't know, or she doesn't know. So here I would talk about it. You're not a leading IT consulting firm, are you? We're basically a firm, right, that basic consulting to help you with AI apps to help you get closer to your AI. And then put in here this chat, maybe even about, maybe this ChatGPT, Jasper, Monkey Learn should be somewhere else in the program. But rather show me solutions, and then somewhere else say examples. ChatGPT for what? And give them example, because everybody's used, I think almost everybody's used ChatGPT, write me an email, or help me in my email or something. But what's going to be unique about this ChatGPT that you're going to tell them that other people don't know? What is going to be unique in Jasper? What is going to be unique in Monkey Learn? If that's it, examples. And then and you can say we'll be doing, this is just a small sample of what we have. And we are committed to optimizing client engagement and fostering long life with the industry. What does that mean? Did whatchamacallit write this or no? Did the AI write this?
Yes.
Okay. That's the problem with the AI. Is sometimes when they write it, it's so generic that you know it's spelled right, but you can tell that AI wrote this, and what does that really mean? So you have to think we're committed to optimizing client engagement, but rather here, what we're committed to is we know you're busy and we're reviewing. It's almost like this. We know you're busy in your everyday tasks. We're here to tell you what's the latest in AI, and basically if you need hand holding, we'll hold your hand till the end of the process, or we'll do it for you. We'll teach you basically how to fish, or we'll do the product for you. But basically whatever you want. So what I want you to do is, it's the greatest thing, AI, to get you the first pass through. It's okay, but then you want to go back and things like this in our mission, and then put what's real about you. We're really excited about the AI tools. We have time that we are focusing AI tools, not generically, but for wealth managers and how they can better communicate with their clients. So what do you think, Sebastian? Let me hear from you.
I think we're at the beginning, but then
yeah, but of course it was excellent. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? You were the one to take really the initiative and took that draft. And what I want to show you, in order to get excellence there, we need to read through it again. So you know that it needs to be authentic, and you need to provide a valuable service. Just like, Sebastian, we talked about your parents' company, right? Well, if somebody came to them and said, hey, they're busy selling insurance and doing everything else, they don't have time to look at all the Gen AI apps. Who has time to do that? They're just busy. But if they could say, hey, we could get you more customers using some of these apps, think about them, almost putting yourself in their shoes. What would they want from a consulting service? And if it was valuable, then I'll pay for it. Wow, if you save me $10,000, right, or even $1,000, I'll pay you $200. No problem. If you can get me more clients, of course I'll give you, you're worth it. So think about it that way. But in the beginning, what I do is everybody think about it. We're starting off, and we're going to be then free consultations, and this is what we'll provide you. We'll basically give you an overview of what to use and then how to use it. And your mission then is not Jasper or ChatGPT, because guess what? Next month there'll be 20 different ones, right? But our way is to help you. It's the solution. What do I want? And you decide, everybody decide, I want to get you closer to your customer. I want to save you time. I want to bring you more customers here. I want your more satisfaction at the end users. I want to make, everybody needs to be involved in social media. Who has time to put in the content? Instead of maybe going to an agency or others, that you can basically fill it in, and then maybe just hire us to edit it or whatever you want. We can guide you in the right direction. I want to see that for everyone. And if it's in terms of education, if it's in terms of tutoring, show examples, like even this guy, how you could even use Google Notebook LM as your study guides. Put in PowerPoints, put in the readings, have it develop quizzes for you, answers, and show it. So this is the same thing on the wealth management. If you want, your example should show how somebody as a wealth manager can say, hey, yeah, that's really interesting. That's how I want you guys to approach it. This, you see that, Dalton? This is real. It's just not like, anyways, it's hallucination. And we're honest enough that we're not anyone's, basically we don't have fiduciary interests in any of these AI products, so we can give you the real deal. We can tell you what are the problems too. Sometimes like this, like you can even say, Sebastian, like we're using this Wix, and in any time you have to still edit it. It's not enough just to take it. People, you can tell, right? I think everybody in this class, when you read something, can't you tell when something's written by ChatGPT? What do you think, JC? Part of it you can, when it's so generic, you know what I mean? When it's so superlative, you can tell, but if you can kind of put your own twist to it, then it's great. And then you can get something out quickly. It's the same way. It's almost like you're having your assistant. You're all having an extra assistant, and that's what you're basically telling in your product. That's what you're telling people, is using the assistant. And we will use our human intelligence to evaluate these products and what's going to be best. And then it'll be together we'll work on it. Because even if you think it's best, somebody then can come back to you, Sebastian and Luke, and say, you know what? This is how I work. Since we'll basically do an interview and find out how do you work, and how we'll then discover what you need. Because Sebastian, let's face it, you don't know how a wealth manager works, right? So he or she will be able to tell you, this is my part. That I have to answer emails, or I have to create emails, or I have to look at the portfolios, or something like that. So we're our first pass. So we want to get to know you, so we can provide you even more better part. So what do you think? What's your take, Daniel, from what we see?
Really sorry, I was dealing with something separately. I wasn't quite.
Okay. All right. I appreciate your candor.
Just moving a group around.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So we need to figure out, Dalton, what's important is to upgrade. You know, because that's going to be the next key, because a lot of things we won't be able to do. So one of the things I request is everybody upgrade. So you have upgraded, and then do you want to share your screen, Dalton, for a sec? You have it where you were trying to upgrade?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Yeah. As we're waiting, what other questions do I have from my gang here?
I think our issue for our group is we like upgraded and we have the business
Plan?
first.
Okay.
But when I try to get the domain, you either have to pay or I can get it for free, but it says that all of my personal information will be exposed on
I
the
think,
web.
was there a way, Daniel, that you could not expose your personal?
Yeah, just put in, information that isn't yours.
Okay.
University of Miami address or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Just to clarify, we're supposed to get the yearly, right? Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's 0. Right, yeah. We don't want to see if they ask for...
Definitely don't put your card in, yeah.
We don't want to see your card.
Or your address, if you're going to put that.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, you're just doing it. Okay. I don't want to see this. Don't share this part. Stop sharing. Yeah, I don't want to...
Question?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
How do you get past the payment method without putting in your card?
You have to put in a card. Somebody in your group has to put in a card.
Oh.
Yeah, but it'll be 0. But you have to see 0. You don't want to go if after you put the promo card, your promo key, it should say 0. Somebody in your group has to put in a credit card. And then later on, Daniel even posted that this will last a year, so they will not. You have to set it. You can set it up so they don't charge you after. That it's not going to be continuous. What else? So Dalton, right? Security. We don't want to be you putting in credit card information for you to share. I thought you were going to show us what was the mistake on that part.
Yeah, I mean, I got it to where it says total 0, but I just need to put in my card info.
Yeah, I need to put in your card info.
All right, sounds good. I'll do that.
Okay, so you do that. So that was good that we realized that. Okay? So what I can say about Sebastian and Luke is I use as much of their, this is for me, I will not penalize you for using their AI bots to create content for you. The only thing is I would read through it and improve it. And that what they write is authentic. And that it's specific. So how I view this project is you actually are going to give consulting services to your sector. And you're going to work along with them. And this picking out an app will be good for November 2025 and in 24. And in March 2025, guess what? I bet you there's going to be a number of different upgrades to this, right? ChatGPT will have a new upgrade. Gemini will have a new upgrade. And a Meta, now it's getting to be really good. People use WhatsApp, they have the Meta there that they have a voice that's going to get more and more real and impressive. So there's so many different, Claude, Amazon's going to get better, Apple's going to get better. But you're the beginning of your consulting, and we'll work with our customer, and then you can kind of see what turns to be, what do people need. And in 6 months, people need different types of services than they did this month. You'll be more sophisticated as well. But it's a great opportunity that even for the start you can. So you were fixing groups, Daniel? What were you doing?
Oh, a student wasn't in a group, and I have to get confirmation from
Okay,
another group
perfect.
to put them in there.
Make sure if you're not in a group, you have to tell Daniel today, or you'll be in your own group. That's it. Today's the cutoff.
Everyone sorted now.
Good. Questions? So what I would do for Monday is we're going to do the exact same thing. Everybody has to have a link on Monday. Was that the problem, Dalton, that you just didn't use a credit card?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then everybody then upgrade to a domain name. Once you get a domain name, then you can do a number of different, and you have the business plan. You have a lot of opportunities there. And then make sure everyone in your group has a role. They can have an administrator, they can have a contributive role, full rights, right? And then divide up how you want to do it. I'm not going to micromanage groups, but make sure that there's some people that are involved with the social media. Everybody do an app describing, and just don't do the app, but just think about it as who is your end user? Who are you going to help? And then you can also talk about the flaws. These are issues that it won't do. Or you can do comparisons. How ChatGPT works with a number of other, compares to OpenAI. Copilot, you can do with Excel, how it can help with Excel. That may be in terms of Wealth Manager. How you can use Copilot to help you empower to do presentations. You can look at something of how this is going to help you to do presentations. Any way that those Gen AI apps can help. What else, Daniel?
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. I think that clarifies it. That's why it's good that...
If people want to try Notebook, they can, but we'll get to that.
What?
If people want to try the Notebook LM, they can.
Yeah, Notebook LM. And even Notebook LM, you can even use it for studying. Put in all the, for instance, the PowerPoints, the readings, and let it, and it can also give you quiz questions. And you can reuse, and it's free, and then you can reuse it for your project.
I think it's quite good. It's a good feature.
Right. And then you can use it basically not only to study for your test, those that are doing like the tutoring education, you can use it for even studying your tests. And you can take notes, so you can use it for different ones about your clients, being creative on it. So I think it's just fabulous, that you get this opportunity to do it. And say, hey, and you can take this site, and then you can basically say, hey, you want to work for us? Or you can take it to a job interview and say, hey, this is my site, I can do these for the company that you'll, even intern with. And then use Zoom for saying, hey, listen, we'll invite other people. You can reach out and say, you want other people, other wealth managers. That's a good idea, Luke and Sebastian, is you can reach out to them and say, hey, we'll have wealth managers come in and tell us what do they need, right? How are they even using Gen AI now, and what would they like to be able to do? What is their workflow? we'll get to do, and then you can do groups of people rather than one-on-one. And you can give that as free. And then you can take it from that industry, Sebastian and Luke, and put it to another industry. But right now we're doing wealth management, then we can do other if we want to. Doesn't take a lot of times businesses need the same kind of services. Okay? So let's do this. Let's put in Dan, you want to do the attendance code? We can just tell them the attendance code, and then we can I'll stay with people if they want ask questions about their projects or they have something else that they want to do. Get with your groups, for Monday. Just keep on going. Every week we keep on going, but we gave you kind of like the roadmap. Everybody should by Monday have their URL upgrade. Think about a good URL that you have, and then you can start doing the apps and investigate it. In the beginning, Luke and Sebastian, you may think these three, but later on, you may say, hey, this is even better. And then you can list it. And then you can even list some of them, say these are some that we're looking at. These are what we're going to highlight this month. We're highlighting these. Okay, and it says shared a file in the meeting. What file did we share here?
Oh, the code.
Okay, what's the code?
5228.
5228. You want to write that down in the...
I can share this.
Yeah. $5228.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
When is the part 3 due?
Next week.
Wednesday, I think.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks. And then we can stop sharing.
Bye, Professor. Have a great day.
You too. My pleasure. And Luke and Sebastian, good work. Okay, you want to stop sharing, Daniel?
Have you guys all gotten the code?
Yeah, 5228. Okay. So, let me stop.
I haven't gotten the code yet. I'm still trying to get into my Blackboard has been acting up all day. So
I know. Everything is gone.
I can manually put you in.
He'll manually put you in, Nikita.
All right, thank you.
That'll be the easiest. Okay, Rhett, what's up? Rhett, Jake, Ashton, Johan, and Frank. Are you on?
Yeah.
What's the question?
I was wondering. I was talking to Daniel about the Wiley quizzes. I was wondering if it's possible for him to put the quizzes back up so I can at least get credit for them. I understand it might not be full credit, but some credit.
Which one? Are they not up there? Which Wiley?
I missed a lot of them.
Well, those are past due, but can you see them? Which ones did you?
It's ones before the exam. So
Oh, before the exam. It's past due. And did you do 4 and 5?
What?
Did you do chapters 4 and 5 in the Wiley Plus or just the regular quizzes or both? Ashton.
The Wiley quizzes.
The Wiley quizzes.
Yeah, 4 and 5 are now back there, but the earlier ones are still not.
Yeah, 4 and 5 are back there.
Yeah, I did. So 14 was due today.
Right. You did 14? Okay. Have you done 4 and 5 in the past?
No.
You didn't do 4 and 5?
No. Can I get credit for those?
You can't get credit, but you can look at 4 and 5 because they're going to be on the next exam. So it's good that you go through it.
There's no way to get any credit at all.
Talk to Daniel offline here, okay?
Okay.
Just email him offline. We'll look at your, and Daniel look at your grades, and we'll do that. Okay, Ashton?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Jake and Frank, what's up? Or they just they died sometimes? Hmm?
Might be.
Okay, can we get them off
Uh,
under participants? Can we close a participant?
I think if I remove him, he won't be able to come back next time.
Really?
I don't know, but
Here,
I'm like
what?
60%.
Okay, what does this say? What can I say here? Allowed to record?
Okay, I put him in hold, so they're in the waiting room.
Okay.
I guess that works.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So
okay.
Ashton has done 0.
Okay, he's not getting credit.
Okay. Yeah, I told him, like, I can't do that.
No.
First he tried to say that it wasn't working, and then I said, it seems bizarre you'd reach out to me now if none of them have been working.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've been messaging a lot of people in chat. Like, they always reach out.
Yeah, okay, they'll reach out to you. Okay, no. What is he, and that, I could see, it's a day, I was in the hospital, you know what I mean?
No, I know.
The computer, and I saw, like even, what I did do is I extended, just because of 14, the adaptive, I extended the adaptive to Monday, just because people were having problems, but I'm not announcing it. Okay, but I announced it so that is, no, but he can.
He first tried to lie and say that the quizzes just didn't work.
They didn't work, okay. His head didn't work.
That's crazy to me.
They're not even good liars. They should ask ChatGPT. Can give me a better excuse than that.
The issue, and then he goes, "Oh, as soon as I started recording, the issue resolved itself."
Right. Well, see, recording. Maybe he should record everything he does. Okay, it's outrageous. Okay, but anyway.
I won't be social engineered now.
Right. Okay, so anyways, the only thing is why I want 4 and 5 because it's on the test. So if they want to review those quizzes. Not going to get any credit? No. Okay. He just woke up. Okay. So he did 14 supposedly. And had he done anything for both Wiley and the other? The regular quizzes plus the adaptive?
In relation to what? No, I heard just regular quizzes adaptive.
Okay, whatever it is. He's not getting credit. No.
Yeah, he just the quizzes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but whatever it is, no. Okay. But anyway.
Also,
what?
Like whenever people do the quizzes late, then right, entered the waiting. Whenever people do the quizzes late, it just shows up as like a error thing. I remember last semester Dylan had that issue. Do I just go through each one? I'm not exactly sure what to do.
Well, how late is it? Then give them a 0. You know what I mean? If it's like it was due at 3:30 and they did it at 4:30, but if it's like, a minute before the first exam.
So because it shows me how late they are.
Yeah.
Some of them are like 5-10 minutes. Others
right. That's okay. If it's the same day, I'd say give them credit.
Okay.
Same day. Otherwise, it's 0.
All right.
You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah. I agree with you.
You know what I mean? It's sometimes, it got stuck. People have issues, I didn't have time. Okay. Sometimes I was even thinking do it at midnight, but I like to do it right before class because at least they try to, when we go over the material or something, they're aware of it.
Yeah.
So if it's the same, let's do this. If it's the same day, give them credit. Otherwise, it's 0.
Okay.
And did you fix it? It was with, what was her name? Ava Leone?
Oh, she just didn't do it. Neither did her entire group. So I sent her an email and I copied you on it. And
okay.
I said,
But she made it like she did it.
These people lie like crazy.
Really?
She did nothing. There's nothing in the folder at all.
Okay.
And I looked at the audit history. There was nothing in the folder.
Okay. So it's okay. So they try. I think that's,
I'm sure
what I mean?
Talk to you.
Okay, but let her talk to me. I said resolve it, and then that's what I always do because I think it's only fair that they, you know what I mean, that they talk to me. But where is it? It's like the other one. I didn't do it, and the other one was telling me they're really such bad liars. can I do it on next Tuesday because my computer died? And I said, so go to the lab. And then it was, I said, due to the lab, and it's due today at 5. And then he said, oh, I got it, I found it, or whatever. Yeah. But anyways, we can't take it too seriously. You know what I mean? The world is people in Gaza are, you know what I mean? It's all perspective. You got to get it all in proportion. Let it do it, okay?
These things don't even impact their grade that much.
But it doesn't matter. What it bothers me, it's a habit of lying. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's no integrity.
No, I'm saying like they're not even lying over something.
But it's not even that they're not. Well, it's almost like when people do. I'm always surprised, and let's end it here. I'm not recording, but I'm always surprised. When people like do get bribes and so forth for so little. What was it? Who was it? The guy from the mayor of New York. What kind of bribes did he get?
Adams.
Right.
He got like a plane ticket upgrade or something.
I know, to Turkey. I mean, Jesus, I could think of better things than, going from whatever to business class. It wasn't even first class. At least you know what I mean? So I'm always surprised by that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is this what you want to risk your whole integrity over?
That's crazy.
So that's, but you can see there's a pattern what people are. Okay. So I appreciate you know that. So there's a day that we work that I don't appreciate how much we work, and we really just work just perfectly together. So we may have to reach out again to what's his name, Jason.
I already did.
Okay, so we'll see what he is, and maybe because we wanted to do it next week because it was like the following work kind of, and the worst thing. So we don't use FastBot this semester, and we can do it for next. You know what I mean? If it doesn't, because we're tight on time, or we make it as a extra credit, or even just they can try to use it because it's getting close. Because it seems like these groups to get it. These
extra credit. We'll see where.
We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll see how. We'll see when it is, how much it takes. You know what I mean? We'll work it out. Let that be. And I think it's like the first semester we're using him for that partnership, and then we'll just get better the following. It's like the first introduction. So I don't want to press him too much, even.
Of course.
That's it. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to the next class. At least we'll see what they've done. I think the second class did more. But at least, but it's good that even we take one group that we make them, and you can see they didn't know they had to put in credit cards. That's why it didn't work. That's why it didn't upgrade. So I think that we have to make clear to people that somebody has to put in a credit card, and that's a good thing. That if they don't want their information, like you said, put in. You may want to even put a note that to people.
Okay, I can make an announcement if you'd like.
What do you think?
I could put like Ellery's email, I guess, or just not.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think even Ellery's email. I think that was not even an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not make issues. I don't want to also have people just bombard her, because a lot of times she doesn't even know herself. You know what I mean? She's not tech support. She's basically giving us codes. Tech support. If they're having issues, contact tech support. From that. That's not. We have to respect people's graciousness to us. Okay. Talk to you later. I'm gonna go to my next class. You go to your next class, and then I think we're.
Afterwards, I'll be here if you need.
Okay. So come back at the end, and we'll see if any of the students have issues. Okay.
All right. Awesome.
All right. See you later. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.